Sorry. Yeah, it is. So I will catch up with you later.
Hi. You're Tanisha's mum, right? No. Oh, okay. Sorry. Is this a church today?
No, church was this morning.
Oh, okay. So what is this? Just a community centre you're running?
That's right. Yes.
Okay.
Just a class for kids.
Are you based here in High Wycombe?
Yeah.
You are? Okay, because I'm basically, I run Living on TV, mental health, and I'm homeless. I've been evicted. And there's nowhere
Just listen to myself because
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I want to know why there's nowhere in High Wycombe where they provide meals for the homeless. There's no soup kitchens. Would you provide a soup kitchen for people like me? Right, I'll tell you the story.
Yeah.
They do not house temporarily anyone who has an animal.
Right.
So you're on the street or you're living in a car.
Mm.
So how are people, would you, I'm just asking you straight out, I'm going to all the churches. Yeah. Would you provide a soup kitchen for homeless people during the week so they can eat?
Well, we can't, unfortunately.
Why not?
We've got kids classes, we've got schools.
Right.
Teach it, so we can't.
What, you can't do 1 hour a week and give people soup, or they better that they starve?
Oh, no, we wouldn't want to see that at all.
Well, why can't you then?
It'd be the council.
The council does nothing. Forget about the council.
I don't run this centre, so you have to speak to the council. The council runs.
What do you do?
So I'm just here as a teacher.
You're a teacher.
So I'm renting the space.
You're rating it.
Renting it.
Renting it.
I'm a renter, so I'm only doing it. So I don't know about the centre.
Okay, so who does? Because obviously, do you understand how bad this is in this weather?
Yeah.
Because I have to ask people to give me money to go to restaurants to eat. There is one tonight. I can go to King's Church, and that's it. There's nowhere to eat. Right. I will eat because I've got the guts to ask, because I run the community TV station. Right. But who runs this centre?
You have to speak to the council.
The council, forget the council.
No, we have to speak to the council.
But they do nothing. So they don't even answer the phone. So who is here? Is that a church?
No, that's not a church, it's a school.
But what about the community church that runs here on a Sunday?
That's in the morning. So if you come next week in the morning.
Oh, they're going to be here in the morning?
Sunday mornings.
Okay. But who hires out this centre? It's not the council, it's private, it's Hilltop.
Oh, you mean who, in terms of the usage?
Yeah.
You need to speak to the council. But if you come in the week and maybe speak to the...
So it's a dead end. So there's a space where people could be eating, even sleeping, so they're not out on the streets. I'm sorry, but do you know what's going... Do you live in High Wycombe?
I live in High Wycombe.
Do you know what's going on in High Wycombe? Because I am experiencing it, and I am angry, and I want everyone in High Wycombe to know that we are living on the streets and in cars, not because I'm a bad person and I didn't pay my rent, but because the landlord wants to sell the property, and I have 2 cats, and my cats are my life. I don't have a family, but they will not house you temporarily with animals. So I'm not afraid to go out there and expose this to the public. So I'm telling you this.
Okay, that's fine.
But you will do nothing to change it.
I can't get involved.
Yeah, you can. Well, I can get involved in it. Why can't you?
Okay.
So one person eats.
Yeah.
Can I talk to your friend? Guys, do you know? Hi. Do you know that the homeless... Sorry, hi. Are you from High Wycombe? I'm not filming you. Do you know that the homeless in High Wycombe, me included, we don't get to eat all week because they will not house us temporarily if we have animals? So why... I'm asking, I want people to know. No, I want people to know. You need to know. Okay, but I just want people to know. And I'm going, excuse me, are you from High Wycombe?
Yes.
Right, okay. Do you know that people that are homeless, including me, that have animals... No, it's okay. I want you to know. People from High Wycombe that have animals, they're not housed. We're living on the streets and in cars. So there's no soup kitchens. It's not good.
So where do you live?
I'm homeless. Hang on a second. What's more important? Don't you care that people are starving in High Wycombe? I'm from this is all going live. Okay, I'm going to talk to people. Hi, I'm here in High Wycombe. They don't care. Nobody cares. Right, let's go into the badminton centre. and see if they would provide a soup kitchen, because someone will provide a soup kitchen. People don't care. They don't care. Look, I've got a hot plate and people are giving me donations to eat. But what about the people that have nothing? You know, maybe I was made homeless because I've got a big mouth. I've only got 1% left, so I'm going to go and charge the battery. What if I was made homeless so that I have the guts to go out there and tell High Wycombe what's going on with human beings and get a soup kitchen and food, hot food for people? Never mind that they could live in the hot hilltop. Look at it. Why can't they live in there in the warmth? Hang on. Whew. My car is playing up something awful. It keeps stopping. Tomorrow is the birthday, the cat's birthday. I want to have a result tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to Ewenden Church and I'm going to ask them why they're not providing food for the homeless. Tonight, I'm at King Centre in High Wycombe. You can get a free meal, one free meal a week at the King Centre in Desborough. I'm going to ask them, why are you not providing free meals all the time? Every day, soup kitchens. And don't tell me you can't, because homeless people can run their own. The therapeutic community, we ran the whole place. We made the food, we did everything. So don't tell me that I can't cook a bowl of soup and stand there and serve it to people that are homeless. That's nonsense. I'm really, really angry today. I'm angry, and I'm going to use that anger. I'm going to fuel that anger. But these people know. So these people, you know, your reactions are all across social media. The whole of social media will know. Do you care that people have got no food in High Wycombe?
So have you got a pet? Oh yeah, you have a pet.
I have 2 cats.
Okay.
And because I have 2 cats,
They
they
can't
won't
house
put
you.
me in temporary accommodation. Look, I'm eating because I know how to ask, but why can't I go to one of these places, a church or this, put on a massive bowl of soup and provide soup to homeless people during the week? I mean, people are starving. They're going to starve. I would starve if I didn't have the guts to ask people for money, to give me money to go to a restaurant, or to know that I can buy a hot plate that I can cook in my meal. But a lot of people are vulnerable. They're vulnerable. So you know that. I want you to know that.
No, I didn't know that. I'm glad
Yeah,
I met you.
thank you.
Yeah.
So if you want to, I'm moving on TV, mental health on YouTube. If you know anything, let me know. Thank you. There you go. At least he knows. I want people to know. They're not going to pretend that this is not happening. I won't let them. And could it be that I was made homeless for a reason? Because I might be able to make a change. I might be able to make a change for a lot of people. In the therapeutic community, we did everything, guys. We cooked. We looked after ourselves. We cooked meals. So why can't I put on a bowl of soup and serve people? Nonsense. Oh, we've got no staff. We've got no staff. They'll say that. We've got no one to do it. But yeah, okay then. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll cook. I'll put on a bowl of soup. I'll get some bread and butter and I'll hand it out to the homeless. Are you telling me that I'm not capable of doing that? In the therapeutic community, we ran the community. We did everything. The community we ran it. We ran the community 3 days a week. It was our home. We had to run it. We had meetings. We did the chair. We did everything. Right. Where can I go next to check? I've got to go home because I've got to feed the cats. And it's their birthday tomorrow. So tomorrow tonight, I'm going to go to the King Centre in High Wycombe. Someone suggested a hot plate. So I bought a hot plate for me, which I can cook hot foods on. Thank you so much for giving me the money to do that. People have been donating. Right, I'm going to ask now in here why. Problem is I've got 15% on my battery. This is the badminton centre in High Wycombe, okay? It's a space. Mind you, see, the homeless people are in the centre of High Wycombe. But even if I was providing soup, hot soup in the winter, that's all you need, hot soup and bread and butter. Hot soup and bread and butter. And then you keep your mind, you know, in the therapeutic community, we got a hot meal every single day. People need to have a hot meal. So let's check with the badminton centre in High Wycombe. Will they provide a space to do a soup kitchen? A soup kitchen in High Wycombe. Soup and bread, that's it. Thank you. Hi there.
1 o'clock. Yeah. 2 o'clock, is it? Yeah.
Sorry, are you guys from High Wycombe?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Lauren Hope Glory. I run Moving on TV Mental Health. I need you to know that people that are homeless like me, if we have animals, you're not able to house temporarily. So do you know that people are not having any food at all? Excuse me, I understand badminton is important, but people need to eat.
Yeah.
Do you understand that people in High Wycombe, like myself, we have no food during the week? People are starving. So I want you to know that.
Yeah.
So maybe you could contact Steve Baker and tell him if you care. Look, I'm homeless. I didn't expect to be homeless.
Yeah.
You know, I paid my rent, but because he wanted to sell, I'm homeless. So because I have 2 cats, I can't be housed temporarily.
Right.
So what do I do for food? So I know what to do for food. I ask people to give me money because I'm running a Moving on TV community station. But what about a person that hasn't got the energy or the guts or the courage to ask for food? So what I'm saying is there's a space here. Could I run a little table here and bring soup and bread, and people would eat here at least? They'd have somewhere warm to come and have soup.
No, sorry, but if you can't go to the community centre.
I've already been there. What's your name?
It's mine is Eric.
Eric, and you're from High Wycombe?
Yeah. No, I'm not from High Wycombe. I'm from a different area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me, are you from High Wycombe?
Yeah.
Right. Do you know that people are starving?
Well,
Homeless people are. No, I'm one of them. So please, I want you to know. I need the whole of High Wycombe to know that if you have animals, they will not house you temporarily. Yeah. And there are no soup kitchens. There's nowhere to eat. Nowhere. So people are starving. So I need you to. Do you care? Do you care?
sorry?
Do you care?
About what?
That people are starving, that they
people,
can't eat.
Yeah, but people sometimes are starving because they brought it upon themselves.
No, excuse me, I am one of them.
Well,
I didn't put it on. I did not bring it on myself, sweetheart. The landlord wanted to sell the property. Okay, you're online all across the world. He said I brought it on myself that I'm starving. Okay, this is the. Instead of saying no worries, I will help you, I did not bring it on myself. The reason I have 2 cats. I don't have any family, and I keep my cats. There's no way they're taking them away from me. So they will not put me in temporary accommodation because I have cats. The reason I'm homeless is because the landlord wanted to sell his house. He got more than £300,000 off me and my husband in rent. And he told me it's my fault. Right, he's all across social media. You're going to see the cruelty of the human race. Thank you. You're not cruel. You're listening to me. But as I said, I want you to know now. So you know now, you're a human being, and you know that if I didn't have the guts to ask people to give me donations or to help me eat, I wouldn't be eating at all, except twice a week, because they provide something on Sunday night and Tuesday night. Nothing else. Thank you very much. So now you know. Thank you. You know what, guys? I'm going to go into High Wycombe. I'm trying to think. Get my hot plate like I would, you know, when you get, I'm going to take a hot plate and I'm just going to put a big saucepan and soup in it and bread and butter. And I will be in the centre of High Wycombe as soon as I can get there, if my car will get me there. Okay, but here's another citizen. Excuse me, are you from High Wycombe?
No,
you don't live in High Wycombe?
You know what's happening?
Well, I'm basically from Moving on TV Mental Health. I need people to know that homeless people have no food. I mean, I'm one of them. I have food because I have the guts to ask for a hot plate and to cook. But if you have animals, and I think, you know, if you have animals, which is normal, they won't put you in temporary accommodations. So you live in a car or on the street. That's my life at the moment. But because some concerned citizen felt for me, they put me in a bed and breakfast with my cats. But what I'm doing here is I'm highlighting that the churches, there's God knows how many community centres, churches and people are not creating soup kitchens at least for every single day in this weather. So what I probably will be doing, and they probably, oh, health and safety, I don't care. I'm going to get a saucepan and I'm going to put soup and I'm going to in the centre of High Wycombe. But you need to know this because I got evicted, not because I didn't pay my rent, but because the landlord wanted to sell the property. After we paid more than £300,000 in rent over the last few years. So I get thrown on the streets. Because the council would do nothing. They, as I say, if you have animals, it could happen to you. It could happen to anyone.
I don't have animals, but but it's not a good thing for anyone who has animals.
Well, animals are part of our life.
What's happening now today? So you're just making people aware of
I'm making people aware today, and tonight I'm going to the King's Centre in Desborough because they provide a meal. The church provide a meal every Sunday. But what about the rest of the week? You know, when I was in Australia years and years ago, they naturally opened restaurants and they served for people who are homeless. Now that has to happen in High Wycombe. Maybe there's a reason why I was made homeless, because I've got a big mouth and I'm not afraid to say the truth. Thank you for your time. But you know, if you know anyone, please pass on. Moving on TV, mental health. Because to stay mentally well, you need a hot meal, or else you can't. It's freezing. Thank you. Bye. Right, moving on TV, mental health here. Trying to get people made aware of what's going on in High Wycombe. And you saw the comments that people are making. That sometimes it's your fault that you're homeless. No, it's not your fault that you're homeless. And even if you are homeless because you've got problems like depression and things that you can't work, you still need to eat. So don't say that. What a piece of shit. And he's on here. You can watch him. I will shame these people. I should go to Steve Baker myself. Go to Steve Baker. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to say the truth. I'll go to Steve Baker. I'll be down there at his office. I'm going to make a list of all the things I need to do. Not only because of the way I got treated, but I'll tell the Bucks Free Press because they actually got back to me. And now I've got to go back because they're delivering my suitcases from the lunatic evangelist guy. Whew. Right, this is a community club development fund that funds Wycombe Badminton Centre. Community. It's community. Now, community means people, yeah? Community is people. Okay. I will eat tonight. I'll have a good meal at the King's Centre. So, hang on. I've just got to go back now, so I've got to find my map. One of the things about me is I don't have very good coordination with finding, you know, maps and things. Right, going back here. There we go.
Head west on Crest Road.
This thing isn't working very well. Okay. So I'm proving to you. I'm checking everything out. I'm going to be going to all the churches. I will put them on the spot. You know, they've got the money. They can provide soup kitchens. They just don't care. They just don't care. So, you know, I can't be bothered. I'm angry, and I'm using that anger. I'm fueling this anger into something positive. Because, you know, this is my experience of homelessness. This is my experience.
In 100 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit and stay on Crest Road.
Homeless in High Wycombe. And this is going everywhere on all across social media. So, whew, goodness me.
In 150 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Homer's Farm Way.
They should give me a job to run the homelessness in High Wycombe, to run it properly. I'd soon sort it out. Imagine having money to do that. Imagine
In 150 yards, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto John Hall Way,
Imagine if
A4010.
they gave you money, they paid you a job to get the homeless off the streets, or at least provide them with hot food.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, continue straight onto New Road,
And let
A4010.
people sleep in the village halls. Why won't they? Why won't they create community sleeping hubs in village halls, at least where people are warm and off the streets? If they won't do that, he said call the council. You're having a laugh. You know what the council do. I'm showing you what the council do. They never even answer, don't know that. But if they won't create, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go to some of the restaurants.
In 300 yards, turn left onto Ferny Fields.
I'm going to go to some of the restaurants and ask them, will you open your doors to the homeless? I can't do it now, as I say, I've got to go back. I've got to go back because I've got to...
Turn left onto Ferny Fields, then your destination will be on the left.
But over the time that I'm living here, homeless, for the next month, I'm living here in a B&B, I'm going to highlight everything. And by the end of it, there will be more. Believe me, I will be providing something. So what I might do is get a whole lot of, you know, one can, I'll ask them for cans of soup. And then I'll get a saucepan, I'll stand in the middle of High Wycombe and I'll give out soup and bread and butter. So people are not going to starve on my watch. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You know, also, it helps me to help other people to keep my heart open, yeah? I don't think this is going anywhere. Saying something about toggling. Multi-streaming.
Your destination is on the left.
There you go, I'm back. So, there you go. Lauren O'Glory signing off and moving on TV. I shall see you later when I go to the King's Centre in Desborough Road and get a meal tonight at 6 o'clock. And if I can't talk to them directly, I'll do it on the cover because I want to know why the church are not doing more for the homeless. Okay, so one day a week on a Sunday is not good enough. One day a week on a Sunday is not good enough. Take care. Enjoy your Sunday lunch. Ha!